Hey, it's Suze, and welcome to tonight's episode of Keep the Bad Guys Away. Hey, there's something not right. I mean, today was kind of the helliest day, and I'm like, dude, I gotta try to call attorney Randy Roske again. Now, I've mentioned him before in some of my other videos, and even in some of my cartoon videos that I made. I either call him Randy or I call him RJR. Well, Randy Roske, he is an attorney. He does family law. He works with a lot of domestic violence clients, and he also does criminal defense. Now, he is the attorney that had me go to Senator Harry Reid. So he's in Las Vegas, Nevada. His office is on Charleston, and his wife is an attorney with, so she does something, I don't know, with the county, I don't know, something in family law too, but she's employed by the county, Clark County. But anyway, you know, I keep hashing over this thing, like, I gotta go to my police station and I gotta make a report on this missing kids. Like, I can't even fathom this. Okay, well, we know that the DOJ should be doing something about this, and they're not. And, you know, to me, that's not surprising because, you know, Eric Holder being negligent, I mean, hell, dude, he's negligent all the time. Congress is always bringing him to the table, either in the Senate or the House, for all of his negligence in Fast and Furious, his scandal into Fast and Furious, you know, for, you know, every other legal problem. I mean, they're always chewing him out in Congress. Of course, I can't get Congress, either in the House or the Senate, to chew him out on my behalf, you know, either officially in the committee or just to go to his office, bang on his door and punch him in the face and say, hey, look, buddy, do something. I can't get anybody to do that either. So, you know, I just keep really thinking, do I really have to make a police report? And so what am I going to tell the police that probably follow the law? Well, this is everything that happened that, you know, because nobody followed the law. And then we have obstruction of justice by Eric Holder. Which, you know, if anybody could arrest Eric Holder, that'd be great. I mean, it sure do the heck the world a favor, you know. I don't see where he really does much, you know, except help criminals, which is, you know, really sad for somebody in that kind of position. But anyway, I need to talk to Randy because, you know, because I want to run this whole thing by him. You know, what I got to go down and tell the police, or if I even need to make a police report of my missing child. I mean, like, really, you know. And so I just think if I talk to Randy first, you know, and just run it by him, and then I can go to the police and I can say I ran it by Randy Roske and he said make a report. See, then that makes it a little better, and then I can give him his phone number and all of that. So then, like, the police could even call him. But here's the thing, I can't reach Randy. I have been trying to reach him over and over and over again for a really, really long time. And I call his office, I leave messages, and I never get a phone call back. I mean, there was one time he briefly answered the phone and they said call back like at 4 or something, and I call back and like he's not there or something, I don't know. But for some reason, I can't talk to attorney Randy Roske. Now, when I was down in Texas, not this last time, but a couple years ago, and I had just gotten railroaded, stalked by this damn jackass, a CIA operative, this Mark Moore, who's so hella damn dangerous, another asshole that Eric Holder should be doing something about. You know, it's like, okay, I was in Far, Texas. And so I always like to tell my local police department, I always like to show them this letter, I always like to tell them, you know, I got assholes. You know, I don't always exactly say it that way, but, you know, it's like, and then even the Far police, when they came out, they're like, you know, do you think, you know, Randy, you know, meaning attorney Randy Roske, do you think, you know, he might be on the hit list? I'm like, well, you know, I suppose it's possible. I mean, anything's possible. I mean, keep in mind that these FBI agents and the CIA, or even these bad cops, bad sheriffs, or bad attorneys, you know, they don't ever want to run the risk of going to prison. So is there a chance that they could take out Randy Roske? Oh yeah, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. And so it's ultra concerning to me that I can't reach him. But I just don't think that I can trust the Las Vegas Metro Police. I mean, you know, you know, Detective Bozak, he's not there anymore, you know, so I don't know anybody. And there's too much conspiracy with the fact that, you know, they let the criminals walk on whoever, you know, assaulted my son, you know, and then they, you know, let all this crime happen to my son's half-sister Brooke and her mother, Tabitha Mueller. So I just really don't trust the Las Vegas Metro Police. So I don't really know what I'm going to have to do about this. I feel like I need to make a missing persons report, but I mean, that's who I would have to make it into, the Las Vegas Metro Police. And I just don't think that I'm going to do that. So I'm going to just sit on this for, like, you know, a couple days and see what else comes up and see if I can brainstorm and figure out what else to do. But I mean, that's the insanity. I also tried another member of Congress today. Oh my God, and they were just assholes. I'm telling you, these local offices. I mean, I sit here and I read these bios of these congressmen. And I think, well, God, of course this congressman would help a congressman or senator or something like that. But I'm telling you, it's just, you know what? I just think it's their local offices. And so I'm not going to tell you who this person is right now because I did actually report this congressman's local office to the local PD. I've done that before too. Because that's what I said. There's just something not right. Congress should be doing more. But anyway, so, interestingly enough, you know, I did, just as a little case note, this book, Against All Enemies, America's War on Terror, I did read a little excerpt in that, in this book tonight, that apparently the FBI and the DOJ are remarkably close. And they don't like to share information with anybody, and they pretty much basically think that they're God. And they just like to keep everything, like, you know, tight-lipped or whatever. So it's a real like crime circle between like the DOJ and the FBI, at least when it comes to terrorism. So anyway, it's kind of interesting. This is a great book if you ever find this, Against All Enemies by Richard A. Clarke. So anyway, that's tonight's episode of Keep the Bad Guys Away. Keep on the lookout for attorney Randy Roske, and I'll see you next time.